tough 5 years for Bay County. When Hurricane Michael hit in 2018, schools were closed for 2 months. Then in 2020, students were sent home to learn during the COVID pandemic, so they were no longer learning in a classroom environment. In the years after that, we noticed that students were struggling to keep up.
When we looked at the most recent test scores, we realized that nearly half of our area's third graders were reading below grade level.
Recent reports show only 47% of third graders in Bay County passed the English language arts portion of a statewide progress monitoring assessment.
The Florida Department of Education has released graduation rates for school districts across the state, and for Bay District schools, the numbers were down this year.
Today, BDS leaders responded to the report.
We began asking questions to local educators and elected officials. We were basically sounding the alarm, saying this is a problem. We also realized that a lot of high school seniors were at risk of not graduating. How as a community can we move forward and rebuild and bring industry here if our students are falling behind? It really is a lot of fun. And this started really as a New Year's resolution because I realized that I wasn't reading for fun anymore. And it's important to do that. You can gain so much by reading books, and also wanted to encourage my daughter to read more as well.
We pick out a book of the month. We encourage viewers to read along with us. Then we meet up at the public library to talk about it. We knew that if we could get adults reading, it would become a part of the family structure. The kids would see it and follow.
Sharon Jordan is an avid chapter chat goer. She says literacy is not only important to adults, but to children as well.
Whenever I go see my grandkids, I am always taking a book, either bringing one or taking one of those, and I always read a book to them. No matter what your career is, you must read.
Jordan said she loves to read and is always reading. And when she is with her grandkids, she says they are always curious about what she is reading.
A 7-year-old will come up to me, "What are you reading?" And he'll get in my lap, and I'll say, "Well, why don't you go get a book, and we'll read together."
Chapter Chat became so popular that the local library was able to secure a grant that helped fund those books that would remain in circulation. Our team also went into classrooms and read to students to try to get them excited about reading. But we knew we needed to go a step further.
Bay District School Superintendent Mark McQueen announced this morning there are at least 900 students in the district who are considered homeless.
It's amazing how we have opportunities to provide food and clothing and just really a lot of support to our students that have really incredible challenges that they're overcoming.
The superintendent says the district will adopt a new vision, mission, and strategy. He says every policy will be reviewed.
We have a lot of families in our community who are working 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. So if you're trying to decide between putting food on the table or buying a book for your child, what are you going to choose? The school district already has food and clothing programs in place, so we wanted to help with another need, and that's when our Chapter Chat book drive was born. Reading is fundamental. Join WJHG for our Chapter Chat book drive by donating a new book. Drop off your new books to either Bay County Library or here at WJHG. Spark a child's imagination. Donate a new book today.
The free library on wheels then takes those books and shows up around the community and at after-school programs so kids can pick out their very own books for free.
Literacy in Bay County is a challenge, and we're just trying to do our little part and help.
Those with the free library on wheels say this is one of the biggest book drives they have had, with almost 1,000 books collected. And this is just one way they are helping kids in the community learn how to read and have access to books. This project helps kids start building their own personal libraries.
So much fun to have a child come up and say, "Hey, do you have the latest Dog Man?" and to reach inside Flo and hand it to them.
With all the books they have collected, they can drive around and make their deliveries.
Hundreds of children in Bay County schools have already received books donated by the WJHG team and viewers. And the Chapter Chat book drive will continue in the years ahead.